Easy. So we're going to start with stretching though. As always, I'm going to stretch with bands today just because I really like the way they make me feel. So if you have a band, that's great. You don't have to have a band, obviously. And I'm going to start with kind of a pull stretch. So if you don't have a band, you're going to be doing a front bend. If you have a band, I'm going to do a front bend with a band to kind of make things a little bit easier on the pull. What is it, 35? Let's wait one more minute before we do those. And I'm going to time all our stretches in the beginning and the end, so kind of like last week, so that we kind of see if we get any increased flexibility. Which that's the other nice thing about having a strong core is hopefully you get a little more flexible when you're doing this stuff too. Not a guarantee, for sure. Okay, 36. So we're gonna get rolling. So I'm gonna do a kind of a front stretch. So I'm hinging at my hips, going forward as far as I can comfortably. With this one, I use a band around my feet, and I kind of pull on the band as I go forward, and it just gives me some tension in my shoulders as well. This band is super easy to pull. It's like that. I'm not pulling a hard band at all. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. So here we go. As far as you feel comfortable, you should feel it in your legs and your back. And your core is not tight at all, not even a little bit. It should be all mushy. So that's about 15 seconds right there. Just gonna keep bending over as far as you can. That's 30. Now we're gonna do that same twist to the side, which is what our seated athletes do. But we're gonna put our leg up. So leg is up, or knees are straight, and your arm's coming over the opposite side, and you're twisting towards the side that your opposite's on. We're gonna hold that one for, We're gonna hold that one for 15 on each side. You guys can pick a side, here we go. Can you lay down? Coming up on 15. Okay, we're gonna switch. So, and we're gonna switch back the other way. We're gonna do 2 of these. All right, going the other way again. We're just doing 15-second intervals on each side. Switching back one more time the other way. Coming up on the last ones. That's it. Cool. Now we're going to stretch forward again. This time no band. We're going to do 30 seconds again going forward. Here we go. Let's do that one. Keep that back nice and bent, nice and comfortable. You'll feel your hamstrings start to loosen up, hopefully. And as they get looser, as your back gets looser, just kind of go a little deeper into that stretch. Good, good, good. 5 more seconds. Cool. Now we're going to do 1 to the side. So just from a seated position, we're tipping whichever side you want. So tuck your elbow in, and you're just coming over. If you want to make it a deeper one, you can lift your arm up above you. We're going to hold that for 15 seconds on each side. So it doesn't matter which side you want. When you tuck your elbow, make sure you don't tip either. Here we go. 15 seconds. Just kind of stretch that all out. You should feel that whole lat stretch out. Keep holding that. You guys are awesome. All right, going the other way. Tuck that arm. Nice and stretchy. Cool. Beautiful. All right. Now for the fun. Get rid of this. So we're going to start with planks. We're going to go for 30 seconds to start. 30-second front plank. There's no weight here. If you are a seated athlete today, nice high core, nice rigid in the middle. As soon as I say go, you're tight. You're tight the whole time. And we're going to just hold that for 30 seconds. Everybody else, if you're doing a crunch or a plank with me, we're doing a front plank, no switching. And we're going to go for 30 seconds first. Here. Reset. Here we go. And you're crunching now for this whole 30. Keep everything nice and straight if you're doing a plank. Remember, you can drop a knee if you have to drop a knee down. Take some of that weight off, but keep your core tight the whole time. You're over halfway. Awesome. There's 25. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now we're doing V-ups. So we're going to add weight here if you wish. Remember, if you're doing a side crunch and you want to add weight, it's a weight that's straight in front of you. It's nice and like even. Don't like not up high, not down low. And you're just twisting over it. Then you hit that crunch. As soon as you come into the turn, that's when you crunch. And just keep that weight steady. If you're doing a V-up with me, the V-up is the weight is behind your head as you come up to touch your shins. I just tap my shins with my weight. We're going to do 10. If you're doing a twisted crunch, you're going to switch out at 5. I'll let you know when. Everybody else, we're going to do V-ups. We're going to do 10. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and switch the other side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do crunches. If you're a seated athlete, you're going back to a front crunch. And if you're a seated athlete and you have weight to do that front crunch, you're just going to hold the weight out in front of you for this one, for the whole time. And we're doing 10 crunches. Yeah, 10 crunches. If you're doing crunches, fingers behind your head like this, don't interlace. If you're doing a regular front crunch, here we go. 10 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that crunch the whole time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay, hovers. With weight or without weight? We're going to start at 30 seconds, and we're going to stay there. So again, with the weight, I just put it on my hips, I guess that's on my thighs actually. And hovers, the whole idea, just to get off the chair. You don't have to be high. You're just hovering above the chair. Set that right there. And I kind of shift forward a little bit. It makes it easier for me. So we're going to go for 30. Here we go. Up and away. Remember, it's okay to tap down and rest. It's totally fine. Just go, get a quick rest and then go right back up. That's halfway. There's 20. Keep those elbows nice and tight. Almost there. 2, 1, 30. Nice. Okay, 2 minutes in between.
Do we have to do it on a chair or can we do it on the ground?
You do it on the ground, Paul. If you're on the ground, you're just going to pick up. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to get that bum off the ground a little bit. I think it's actually hard on the ground. It hurts my hands, I guess. How would I do that? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. And if you do weight on the ground, Paul, just be, yeah, that might be a little bit interesting. All right, that was one rotation. So we're going to go, for planks now, we're going to go up to 50. So I know that's a big jump. And we're going to do that because we're going to switch to side planks on both sides. So that's obviously 10 on each side. The front crunch, you're gonna hold that front crunch. We're gonna go for 40, and then I'll call you at 40, and you'll drop. You'll be off at that point, and then I'm gonna bump you guys up at that next one. So you'll go 30, 40, 50, 50. All right, that's about a minute and a half there. So if you're doing front planks with me, we're gonna go for 50 seconds. So 30 on the front, 10 on the side, 10 on the other side. That's 140. So get ready-ish. All right, just about there. I'm gonna reset. And we're gonna pull up for a 30 front. If you're doing that front crunch, hold that front crunch for 40. I'll let you know when though. Here we go, up into that front plank. Keep that spine nice and straight. Don't sag. Form is kind of better than holding it for the whole time. If you keep good form, that way you don't get hurt. Okay, so we're coming up on that switch. Everybody else is holding that front crunch if you're seated. If you're gonna switch to your side, right now we're gonna do that. That front crunch, you're still holding it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let that front crunch out. Switch to the other side if you're in a plank. Coming up. 2, 1, 0. Nice. Okay, now it's back to normal for the V-ups. Twisted crunches, with a weight or without. V-ups, with a weight or without. 10 of those guys. And I'll switch you guys for the twists at 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and switch sides. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Okay, crunches. So if you're doing a front crunch, now you're hopefully holding a weight. If not, that's okay, but then you're gonna keep that posture like nice and straight, right? No slouching, nice and straight. If you're doing crunches, we're gonna do 10 of those. If you're doing the front crunch, you're holding it the whole time. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Okay, hovers for 30 seconds again. All right, here we go. And we are up and hovering. Keep those elbows nice and locked out. Shoulders are nice and tight. And cord up that whole time. So I'm tight all the way down to my hips. I'm holding it tight. It keeps me from like sliding around. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. There's 30. Nice. Okay. 2 minutes. There's a cruising. Okay, and the seated folks, you just did 40? Yeah, now you're gonna go, okay. So we're gonna do 50. So plank folks, we're still doing 50. If you're doing a seated front crunch, you're gonna go 50, which means we'll do that one where we knock off for 10 in this, right at 30, and then go to 10 more at the end. So you'll go 30, off 10, back on for 10. And then the last one, you'll go for the whole 50, which would be amazing. Remember, drink water. All right, that's about a minute. So planks, we're doing 30 and then 10, 10. Okay, that's a minute and a half. If you're gonna do a plank with me on the floor, you might want to start getting ready. This is our third rotation. You're doing that front crunch. You're gonna hold it for the first 30, and you're gonna be off for a wee bit and then back on. All right, here we go. I'm gonna reset. Here we go. Front planks, front crunches. Up and go. Keep everything nice and tight. Here comes, there's 15. Keep that back nice and straight. If you're seated or you're doing a plank, keep that back nice and straight. Okay, we're coming up on 30, so I'm gonna switch. If you're doing a front crunch, you're gonna rest right now. So let that stomach and hips and core rest. Now we're switching to the other side, and now you're cored up again. So front crunch is cored. Keep everything nice and tight, super tight. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, on to V-ups, or that twisted crunch. Okay, so 10 of these guys. Switching it to 5s for the seated athletes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch that side for the twist. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now we're all doing crunches together. Doing a front crunch, you're going to add a weight if you can. If not, that's okay. We're still doing 10 of those, and you're holding that crunch for the whole time. So 10 crunches on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And hovers. I'm going to try to do them like Paul's doing them on the ground. So we're going to do those for 30. Put this here. This here. A lot of stuff. Okay, here we go. Up for 30. Hovering, hovering. Keep that core nice and tight. Keep those shoulders nice and tight. Over halfway. That's 20. Keep it nice and tight. There's 25. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Nice. All right, 2 minutes in between. One more set. Okay, now for the fun long one, seated athletes. So 50 seconds for the whole time if you can. Just hold it as long as you can. Even if you have to take a couple seconds off just to kind of get your breath back, feel free. 50 seconds is a long time to hold a crunch, and I know that. But think how fun it is when you're holding it for that long. It's a wonderful thing. So 50 seconds for everybody. Just coming up on a minute. a minute. So if you're doing a plank, try to keep that plank the whole time. Even if you drop a knee, keep that core nice and tight the whole time. So even if you drop a knee, just keep it nice and rigid. Like I said, I'm kind of more hung up on form than I am length, because the form, if you do the form right, then you're still building the core muscles, because there's so many different core muscles that we're trying to work on. But if you have sloppy form, then you just end up getting hurt usually. At least I do. As soon as I get sloppy, that's when I get hurt. Okay, that's a minute 50. So if you're doing a plank on the ground, you might want to get ready. And we are going to start that last rotation. Let me reset. Ta-da! Okay, so 50 seconds for everybody. If you're that seated athlete and you have to just let it out for a little bit, that's cool. Just come right back into it as soon as you can. Here we go. Up and away. The fun 50. Coming up on 15 seconds. There's 15. Here's 20. So we're going to switch. If you're doing a plank and you want to switch to the side, I'm going to do that in a couple right now. Just if you're switched over to your side, keep it nice and flat. Don't sag. Going the other way. Keep everything tight. 3, 2, 1. Nice. No more planks. Okay, V-ups or side crunches. 10 of these guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Crunches with a weight if you can. We're doing 10 of these guys. Here we go, 10. Oh yeah, front crunch you're holding the whole time. I forgot where I was. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Last set of hovers. Do it on the floor again. Okay, 30 seconds for these guys. Here we go. Up and hover. Nice and straight, nice and tight the whole time. Coming up on 15, halfway there. There's 20. Keep everything tight. Everything's rigid. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Beautiful. All right, guys, now back to the stretches. So we're going to do the same stretches. I'm going to start with a band. Feel free to drink some water first. So we're going to do a 30-second front stretch. I'm going to use that band again. The hope now is that you feel a little bit looser now that your body and your core is warmed up. Everybody looks pretty ready. All right, here we go. So we're going to go for 30 seconds. Lasso myself here. All right, here we go. Pulling straight forward, as deep as you can be. Let those hamstrings loosen up a little. Hopefully your back is feeling looser. Now deepen it a little bit. Good. 30. Now we're going to do those twists. We're going to hold those. We're going to do 2 on each side again. So 15 seconds each side. Reset that. Let's see it. Pick a side. Here we go. Remember, no bouncing, just nice, easy flexing. Core is not tight at all now. Core should be tired and mushy. All right, switching the other way. Coming up for the other switch. Going the other way. Let that go as deep as you can. All right, back the other way one more time. Let it all stretch out. Nice. Okay, now we're going to go to the side. So tipping whichever side you want. Arm up in the air if you can. We're going to hold that for 15 on each side. Here we go. Hi, buddy. Here we go. As deep as you can get it. Going the other way. Good. All right, now I'm going to go forward one last time. So no bands, just going forward. 2 points. For 30 seconds again. Here we go. Straight forward. Go as deep as you can without hurting yourself, obviously. There's 15. Keep stretching, keep stretching. Three, 2, 1. Nice. Beautiful, you guys. You killed it. You're rock stars today. Everybody's all like still here and happy.